They have no clue why they hate us. I believe that. I think they just hate us for whatever reason. It is what it is. And when I say they, obviously not all of them. God damn it. Some of them cool as a fan. Some of them cool as the other side of the pillow. But today we're not talking about them. We talking about these motherfuckers. You heard me?
About your day-to-day life. This is America. So, you know, that's really what the movement's about. You call them in their face and you go about your day-to-day life. This is America. You're not.
In what world do you get to call me that word and nothing gonna happen to you, partner? You wouldn't say that to my face. You crazy as hell, dog. Boy, with the exception of the white man that called me the N-word in the Target parking garage. Every other white man that called, I lied. I was 6 or 7 years old and a white man called me out my name. My daddy went over there and handled his business. But from that age to that Target incident, every one of y'all that called me that got punched in the face. It's gonna happen every time. I'm just calling it a spade, bro. Calling a spade a spade.
You're not going to starve me. You're not going to kill me. You're not going to scare me into not exercising my freedom of speech. I'm going to push the envelope as much as I can. I'm not inciting violence. When they chimp out, I call them a chimp. Shut up, dumbass.
I mean,
say, bro, listen, when a real man face to face with you, you ain't gonna have too much to say, dog. Don't let the camera fool you now. In real life, 225 pounds, been boxing, you gonna get your ass whooped, dog. Play them games if you want to. Ain't nobody scared of y'all.
hey, we're chimping out. This man will one day receive the Congressional Medal of Honor for his bravery.
Would you go back to Africa for $100,000? You could chill in your mud hut. You could eat the monkey heads.
Definitely.
We'll start a GoFundMe. We'll start a GoFundMe for all of you.
They didn't catch on to the fact that he was trying to be racist, but we gotta stop letting them do stuff like this.
Are they stupid? Because he said in your mud hut, man. Come on now. Ain't no way, bro.
So the other day I was on X, right? And one of those black fatigue videos popped up on my timeline. And it really made me realize something. They have no idea why they hate us. Like, there's no legitimate reason behind any of it. They'll say stuff like, oh, it's because of how you guys act when you're out in public. But every group of people do that. It's not just us. Then they'll say things like, oh, because it's because you guys steal. You guys steal a lot. Every race does that. It's not just black people. The problem is y'all just don't like us to begin with, and the actions of one individual, you put that on the entire community. That's like me.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna pause it that much moving forward, but I gotta say this. Black people, we all get boxed into the same little bunch. A white person can go and do something, and everyone will be like, it was just him. It's not all of them that does it. Asian people could do something crazy. It's just them. It's not all of them that do it. But when black people do it, all of us are reckless. All of us are unruly. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a little unfair.
Saying all black women are terrible because I may have had one bad experience with a black woman. At the end of the day, you just had a bad experience with that individual person. But what's odd to me is they're not even basing their hatred for us off of personal experiences. They're basing their hatred off of inherited lies and social media stereotypes, not reality. And me saying that is honestly minimizing it because it runs much, much, much deeper than that. But for this specific video, I'm just gonna focus on the ones that I listed. So if you don't know it already, there's a lot of videos that get posted about us daily on different social media platforms, but more specifically X, because it allows a lot more than other platforms do. And of course, with that comes racist people that join the platform just for the sole purpose of spreading their trash rhetoric against black people. On this platform, everything that we do gets flipped into something negative. It doesn't matter what it is, I promise you.
It's all about hatred, dog. That's what it is, because in that clip right here, when they was doing that, I've seen the responses to these videos. Damn, you can't take them anywhere. I wouldn't want to be caught within 10 miles of this place. You know, that kind of stuff. And these black people ain't bothering no white people. I don't see a white person in the damn crowd. I don't see it at all. I saw a basketball game with some black kids at a predominantly black school doing the swag surf. Comments full of white people, hating, mad, upset. You're miserable in life. That's what it is. I don't see how you can hate one group of people so much. You are miserable. You do not live a fulfilled life. I can't imagine me being a white male who gets coochie, who has a family that loves him, a decent income, a roof over my head, transportation, food in my belly, hating groups of people just because they're different than me. I just can't imagine me living that existence. So I can only deduce that y'all are fucking miserable. Straight up. God damn it.
Who gets flipped into something negative. It doesn't matter what it is, I promise you.
I get so lost in my thoughts, thinking about losses. I remember where I come from, already won.
does yellow even mean at a gender reveal? Statistically speaking, it could mean abortion.
My name is Shanette Rivera.
Statistically speaking, it could mean abortion. Wow, that is crazy. Just a bunch of hatred for no reason. I once heard a white man tell a joke one time. He said, what do you call a black woman having an abortion? Crime Stoppers. Black people don't sit around and make up jokes about white people like that. We live rent-free in y'all head, bro. I can't even think of any white jokes. Honestly, I really don't know any off the top of my head, but I know y'all do.
And I'm the owner here at Unique Kids Preschool. We do accept infants to VPK and even after school.
Are they serious? I wouldn't send my dog there.
Are they serious? I wouldn't send my dog there. First lesson, how to steal a wallet. This is who the people, you know, during the civil rights movement fought so long and hard, tooth and nail, to be integrated with, dog. This is crazy.
First lesson, how to steal a wallet. Carnival Cruise boarding line. This is the gayest I've ever seen. Motel 8 of the Seas. I hope you're understanding the point that I'm...
What?
This is the gayest I've ever seen. Motel 8 of the Seas. I hope you're...
Motel 8 of the Seas. That is crazy, bro. They hate us, man. They really hate us, dog. That obviously looks like a HBCU. No white people there. People commenting on the video probably live in the middle of Utah somewhere where no black people are. Damn, it's crazy how you can be so hateful.
Understanding the point that I'm trying to make here. Whether we do something good or bad, it's gonna be a problem either way. It's actually kind of funny when you think about it because they're confused. They don't know. If we're graduating, that's a problem. If we get high-paying jobs, that's a problem. It doesn't matter what we do. It's always gonna get flipped into something negative. And
hey, before I forget, his name is EXO Speaks, EXO Speaks. Go give him a subscribe. Right now, he had 3.17K subscribers. I always want to show my black brothers some love, dog, over here. And I will leave the description to the original video. I said that backwards. I'm going to leave the video, the original one, in the description of my video.
Thing about these racist white people is they're extremely passive aggressive. In person, they'll never have this same energy. But when they get behind that screen, it's a whole different story.
Let's say...
Yeah, I can tell he a little different than me. I'm going to call it for what it is. A lot of y'all bitch made. It is what it is. You're afraid of the equivalent of you. For instance, if you're 6'3", you're afraid of a 6'3" black dude. If you're 5'9", 250 pounds all muscle, that equivalent black guy, you're afraid of him. It's just that simple. Y'all don't have no backbone. You racist, I'm speaking on. I'm talking about you hardcore racist. Y'all are straight pussy, period. It is what it is. I've proven it multiple times in my life.
Say you had like 100 rats in like I don't know, in a cage, and 13 of those rats were causing 60% of the issues in that cage. What should we do with those 13 rats? Why do you think fried chicken, fast food?
That guy who he was just interviewing, he must don't see a lot of racial stuff in his algorithm because me, I guess because I'm tuned in. When he said the 13%, I knew he was talking about black people, but I think that guy lives in a world where he don't even focus on this kind of stuff. I don't want to call a man dumb because I don't think he is, but a lot of people ain't out here just looking at that kind of shit like I am and the people who watching my videos. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, he probably just didn't even know he was talking about black people, but doing it in a passive aggressive way, a cowardly bitch way.
Food places are more likely to succeed in high crime rate areas.
Because of black folks.
Because of black people.
I'm finna go
What, you're saying they're violent? You're saying they're criminals?
No, I'm just saying your question is kind of like...
You see what I mean? They're extremely passive aggressive. Just ask the question you really want to ask. Stop trying to disguise it behind other things.
I do. I need to do better. Do better, ladies.
A few moments later.
Which question?
Whatever question you want to ask, bro. Ask.
Which question? I was asking people today about the transgender shooter.
No, I want to know about the black questions that you be asking these girls about the black people. Ask me those questions. Whatever you want to ask, bro.
I mean, you know them. Which one?
Whatever you want to ask, bro. I ain't nobody to play with. Whatever you want.
Proof and case in point right here, dog. Scary. Ask your question. But you ain't, because you's a coward. You come from a cowardly bloodline. Your whole family is bitch made, probably. I can look at you and tell. Boy, you's a bitch.
Ask, bro. Because I met you now. I'm out here. You be out here trying to clown black people.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you be trying. You know what you be doing, bro. You know what you be doing, bro.
Ask everyone the question about
I don't care what you, all that smart shit. I don't care about none of that, bro. It's Big Gucci out here. Now ask me the same question.
Which one do you want?
Whatever you want to ask. Don't get scared. Ask the same question. Ask all the black girls. You the one doing the interview. You the one doing the interview, buddy.
The 13 one?
I'm not gonna run up on you. I'm not gonna run up on you. Don't get scared. Ask the question.
Scared, bro.
You're scared, bro. Ask the question. Watch how you talk about black people, bro.
See what I mean? When it's in person, they get tongue-tied. They hate confrontation.
They really do, dog. Say, bro, dudes like him piss me off in real life, dog. They throw rocks and then want to hide their hand. You know, that make me want to punch you in your face even more, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog. You too scared to even just repeat the question. Come on, man. You was saying it with your whole chest when these black women was in front of you. But now that a man in front of you want to cower and tuck your tail in between your legs, bro, like old scary ass dog, bro. I don't like that shit. Stand on it, man. 10 toes down if you like that. Come on. Yeah, man. Hey, bro.
Most racist white people never built their beliefs themselves. They inherited them, whether that be from their parents, their grandparents, school, church, their neighborhood, whatever it is. They were fed stereotypes about us before they even met us. And that's not giving them any type of excuse at all. So don't think that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of times the racism feels normal to them and they can't explain it.
I grew up racist, but I did not know that I was racist. Racism for me started at church. I grew up missionary Baptist and was led to believe that black people were black because of the curse of Ham. And that's in Genesis, if you're not familiar with it, but Abraham got drunk in a tent, was naked. Ham went in and saw him, told his brothers, and then he was cursed because of sinning upon his dad, whatever. And that's why he was black. And somehow that was justified excuses for slavery. And my church taught me that.
No, shut up.
You know what's interesting about that? I always tell y'all, racist people are not intelligent. They have smooth brains, man. Their neurons aren't firing. In other words, they're not firing on all 8. Let me show y'all something right quick. So there is no single, I asked the question, out of all of the countries in the world, how many of them are black, meaning non-white or Asian? There is no single precise number for black, non-white, non-Asian countries, but a reasonable estimate is that roughly 60 to 70 of the world's 195 countries have populations that are majority people of African descent or non-white, non-Asian groups, for example, in Africa, the Caribbean, and the parts of the Latin America. Now, what I want to do is this. How many people in the world are considered brown or black? All right, so most of the world's population is non-white, and a large majority can reasonably be described as brown or black if that category includes people of African, South Asian, Southeast Asian, Middle Eastern, Latino, Mestizo, Indigenous, and other non-white backgrounds. So in other words, I said all of that to say this. How can the dominant gene be the cursed gene? And how can the cursed gene be the one that came first? You would think, if you was to use logic, obviously the white gene is the recessive one. So if anyone was going to say one was cursed, and I'm not saying that it is cursed, it wouldn't be the one that came first. It wouldn't be the dominant one. It would be the weaker recessive one. You know, it's like that one drop rule, right? One drop turns the whole thing bad, according to y'all. But why is it so weak to the point where it only takes one drop? It takes generations to wipe out all this. And I ain't even the darkest of black people. It takes generations to get rid of this. Real talk. And then it can come back with one generation. All that person got to do is marry or have a baby with a black person. And now I'm back. Come on now. Let's be real.
No. Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic and historical reason for why they're in that position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
It's a lot harder for them to get to that position.
It doesn't matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. In that
You're calling people of color black animals. You're calling them animals. Are you kidding me?
I'm a white male. I was raised in Mississippi. The center of our town was called the Tree. It was popular because the trees were in the middle of this town. They were very old trees, and there had been lynchings that had taken place in those trees. Black people were not allowed to move to this area. My parents moved to there for that reason. I was raised a racist. The elementary school I went to, my 4th grade teacher, who was also the assistant principal, used the N-word in class pretty much every day.
See, it's indoctrinated in them, dog. This is the same guy who basically said in order to be a Louisiana state trooper, you had to act white. That was the culture. And if you didn't want to get with the program, you was going to get ran off the force, period. Right here. Even though he's from Mississippi, he was a high-ranking officer with the state troopers of Louisiana. That's why I don't understand you black people who fight so hard to justify the actions of a lot of these people. Maybe the people that you hang out with are perfect, but I'm just saying, I know a lot of imperfect ones.
And this is why I say they don't even know why they hate us. It's like a headless chicken running around. It's like a headless chicken running around a barn. It don't know where it's at, what it's doing, it's just running. When you're raised to believe that you're superior to other people, when you see those people succeed, you're gonna feel like it's an attack. They don't like that because in their eyes, we're supposed to be less than them. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. When we do succeed, that's a problem because they feel like they're superior. When we don't succeed, then it's haha, you're low IQ, I knew I was better than you. Yep. Either way, you just don't like us, bro. I wish they would just say that up front. Most racist people don't actually interact with black people at all. They don't work with us. They don't live near us. They try to figure out who we are through social media, stereotypes, and other racist people. Hatred grows in distance, not proximity. And that's why you see so many videos online of white people, when they actually interact with us and get to know us, they say we're some of the coolest people they've ever met.
Facts. Almost every time, dog. You just got to stop being scary and just come over here, man. We ain't gonna bite. God damn it.
People are the cool. They're the
make things cool.
They're the culture drivers of America without question.
And I've always felt more comfortable around black people.
Everything is revolved around black culture. And then you take it even further back to Europe when the Europeans didn't wash their ass. They were eating rats. They didn't even know how to grow any food. Like, they didn't know how to do shit. Also, us cave dwellers would not even exist if it wasn't for black people, because they were the first people on Earth. Like, YT people wouldn't even be here right now if it wasn't for black people.
Black people are some of the most caring, resilient, respectful, intelligent people you can ever meet. But that's exactly why they're so afraid. They fear losing control over the narrative. Because at the end of the day, racism was built to justify power. If black people are seen as equal,
ooh, there's some good looking females right there. God damn it. Hey, I know it smells good around there, boy. I know it smells gooder than a hood of butter around now. God damn it. Listen to it. Teeth white
let
as
alone
shit.
Exceptional, it undermines the whole entire foundation of white supremacy. So racist people cling to the hate because it protects their worldview. And a lot of times they'll know what they're doing is wrong, but they don't want to take the time to unlearn all of the bad habits. They'll rather just sit in their hatred because for them, it's easier to hate than it is to actually change.
Look at this bad built ass dude, dog. Boy, where your undershirt at? Oh, your belly button showing, dog. Boy, you look like a rotisserie chicken, boy. Dirt ass.
A better human being overall. And not only that, but they project their own guilt. Instead of admitting what this country did to black people and are still doing to this day, they'll just blame us for it, even though we did nothing to deserve any of it. And when they project like that, they do it because it helps them avoid actually facing the truth. But they'll swear up and down that's not the case, even though we have history to prove everything.
Of course we pander to blacks. They're in every TV commercial. They get more privileges to come into society. They come into every college on preferential with lower test scores. You can't ever say.
And people claim this guy wasn't a racist, bro. All of these stereotypes that you pushing, all of these narratives that you pushing without any real reasoning behind it, dog, is crazy to me.
Anything negative, you can lose your job. You will have your entire life.
Now that's some irony. You can lose your job. We've seen the videos of people losing their jobs for saying that they're indifferent, that he's dead, that they didn't feel no type of way with him being gone. People said something as slightly as that and they got fired. Yeah, I'm not happy he's gone, but I'm also not sad he's gone. That's enough to lose your job over Charlie Kirk? This Beavis and Butthead looking ass dude here?
Obliterated if you say something racist, and yet we have to hear about how racist we are.
Shit.
How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man?
Black people are only 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
This guy only sounds smart to unintelligent people. God forgive me, But I'm so glad we don't have to hear that anymore. But like I was saying,
yeah, bro, it's a beautiful thing, ain't it, man? If him or me got our head popped off right now, you think they gonna be shedding tears over us, dog? No, they not. Forget that boy, man. I'm gonna call a spade, bro. Real talk.
At the end of the day, their hatred for us is based off of absolutely nothing.
All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like what I was putting down, hit that sub button. Also, go show him some love, man. Real talk. I'm going to get at y'all on the next one.